Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kaiya, and today we are going to be listening to the band Korn. And I'm super stoked. This was a poll winner from a couple weeks ago. I know I'm behind. I'm trying to get caught up, okay? I really am. It's just been busy. I've had gigs and band practices. I'm in 3 bands, y'all, okay? And I played a 3-hour gig just the other day, and it's been a crazy time, so I'm getting caught up. It's corn time, all right? We're getting our veggies in. So we're going to do a discography dive. That's what I'm calling it. So we're going to do 5 songs today. I've got 3 albums for us to listen to today. We've got the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th record. I am leaving the first one on a cliffhanger, so let me know if you want me to do a video on that. We can either do a full album reaction or just do a few. I will be honest and say that this is the 2nd time I'm filming this video. I know, I'm so sorry, okay? I sat down here yesterday and I filmed a whole video. It was perfect, but I didn't have my damn mic plugged in, and I'm so mad at myself. So originally I did song suggestions. That was from Mermaid Butter. They suggested 4 songs from their 2nd and 3rd record, and I just picked Freak on a Leash just to keep it interesting. I wanted to listen to something that was more commercial, just for something different. But then the video didn't work out. So I also want to shout out from Discord, Heron Filer 2 _ for giving me some more suggestions in my time of need. Y'all are amazing, and honestly, I'm so grateful that you're here, and yeah, mwah, so much love for y'all. So thank you for coming to my need. We've got some really great songs. So I kept a few from Mermaid Butter. So the ones I've listened to are Freak on a Leash, Kill You, and Twist. And I'm going to keep those 3 in because I like them. And I want to re-listen to them because I know that for Twist and Kill You, he was doing some sort of like mouth thing. And I want to re-listen to that. And then I got 2 new ones. So before we get into the video, if you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video from me. Post weekly videos. Share this video with a friend, and let me know more stuff about Korn. I'm definitely interested because there's some things going on in my brain about this band, okay? And I want to know more. So without further ado, let's listen to Korn. So the first song we're going to listen to today is called Twist. And this is one that I did listen to from the first time I tried to film this video, but I really want to re-listen to the mouthing. So I know this is like an interlude to the 2nd record. So let's listen to it. Twist. 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 Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's just, and then it just goes right into Chai, which I'm going to leave blank, okay? Let me know if you want more Korn, okay? Do we need more veggies in our lives? I really like the interlude, and I wanted to re-listen to it because the mouth noises continue in Kill You, and I want to know, okay, does he have those mouth noises continue throughout the records, or is it really just like, you know, the first couple records? Because I think he had it in Seed. That was one of the songs I reacted to the first time I filmed this, y'all. That video was so good. I think he had some mouth noises in Seed, so I'm wondering, is that something that he continues to do throughout the records, or is it just like a few album thing? Super great way to start the record and just kind of set the mood. It's kind of funky, and I just love how different it is. These like weird vocal fills and then the twist, twist, twist. I like it. So the next one we're going to listen to is the end song, Kill You. Intro reminds me so much of Iowa. He sounds so sad. And the chorus hits so... It's so fat, dude. Oh. I love the drums here. It's such a change, too. Because I love how it's so different from the rest of the song. And you have, like, the lower melodies here, the lower singing, with this sort of, like, theatrical, like, higher singing that's very emotional and, like I said, theatrical over it. I really like the balance of that. And then you kind of have this, like, unsettling sort of guitar thing. And I love the percussion work in the chorus. I think it's super cool, very different, kind of tribal-esque, but it's just, it's good. It's good. Oh. God. The distortion on his voice. That's right, and the bass too. Kind of plays a little like in time, but out of time. Ooh. Super creepy. Super creepy ending. And then that's right. So then they have like a whole ass minute. Sirens? Please. Like the song is still playing, but they have like a minute of silence. So you have to tell me more about this, okay? Because like I loved this when I first heard it, okay? This is what is interesting about Korn to me, was this song, okay? First, twist, that like vocal fill thing that he did, they do a lot of that in jazz, where they just do like ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba, you know. I don't really know what it's specifically called, but I'm just gonna call it a vocal fill sort of thing. They do that a lot in jazz, but I really liked that the first time I heard it, but I loved what they did at the end of Kill You. To be able to have this whole song and then have this like minute of silence, and then you hear they come back to that vocal fill that he was doing in Twist. So I'm gonna go to it. This is why I wanted to include it. So we're about to go into it. Hold on. Yeah, it's like not even until like...
You ready, you fucking metal guy?
Like this.
Twist.
And the fucking drums.
Twist. Twist.
I love this so much. Twist. I love that he ends it with twist. Silence. And then we go right back into it. What do y'all want? I mean, y'all are just making so much damn noise. Kodah, go lay your ass down. You made my gloss drop, girl. God. I freaking love this, though. I love it. If there's one thing I love, it's production on an album. I've produced and recorded 3 albums myself in actual studios, and just the whole process of recording in a studio and producing an album is just, it's an experience that every musician should really experience, honestly. And I love when bands put in so much detail into a record, and it's more than just 10 straight songs back to back. I love when they make that, when they put so much detail into just the covers, to their CD packet, to the song titles, and to the production, and really add something different. And this is different. I absolutely love that at the end of Kill You, they put this almost like behind the scenes section of Twist, of him doing Twist. And it sounds like, based on what I'm hearing, that we are listening to obviously his audio recording of him in the sound booth, recording his vocals. And so what I'm believing, you can hear the drums from the track, obviously. And so I think they recorded it with him in the vocal booth and the drums actually playing, like the band playing outside, maybe in a main room with like the amps for the bass and the guitarist like in some other little sound room, and the drums being in more of like a bigger room with mics around it. At least that's what we did for one of my albums, and I think that that is similar to how they had it set up, at least based on what I'm hearing. If not, then we're hearing the drums, as far as like what we're hearing drum-wise, at the end of this, is through his headphones. So we're picking up what he's hearing, but I don't think that that's what's happening. Super interesting. Love it. A lot of traffic outside my house today. I love it. That's what really drew me in, were those 2 songs. And I just wanted to re-listen to that because I really loved the vocal fills that he did. I don't know why I'm like death gripping this gloss. So, okay, so the next record we're going to listen to is from 1998. So the first one was called Life is Peachy, from 1996, which I really liked the album cover for. I didn't review it, I'm sorry. But I liked that there was like, you know, the kid, and then it had the shadowy figure behind him. It was almost like there was this like dark presence behind him. And now we're on to Freak on a Leash from Follow the Leader, 1998. So this one had the hopscotch thing, right? Follow the Leader. Yeah, this one had the hopscotch thing. This is also, I don't know, reminds me of Diablo for some reason. I really like it. So we have this like creepy doll thing and all these like dead children or something. I don't know. So, okay, let's get into the video. Starts out cartoony. Oh, the bass. Have the album cover in there. Oh, dropping your damn pistol. Can't be doing that. Ugh. I love this chorus. God, do you remember when we had phones like that? I don't. Sometimes I wish that we had phones like that, though. Because, honestly, I see some parents give their toddlers iPads and iPhones, and I'm like, not my kids. Not my kids. No, you gotta throw your kids outside, okay? Throw them outside. That's where the magic happens, okay? Don't give them freaking phones, okay? God. This music video is dope, though. I do remember this music video. But I love that there's just, I love the mix between like cartoon and like real life. And I love the idea of this like bullet just traveling through all these different areas. It just keeps going and going and going. Oh, I forgot that he had the vocal fills in here. God. This is so heavy, too. This is a pit opener for sure. It just makes me want to dance. Oh, yeah, you hand that bullet back, girl. Oh. Also, should I check out this Another Brick in the Wall video thing that they did? Because, let me tell you, okay? Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall. Comfortably Numb is my favorite song ever by Pink Floyd. But Another Brick in the Wall is just a masterpiece. All those parts run together is a masterpiece. So if you want me to check that out, let me know. What else was I going to say? I really love that they have the vocal fill thing in here. It's a very interesting thing that he's doing because it's like a growl and these like, I don't know, fills. It's interesting. It's an interesting sound and I really like it. And I like that this is, I believe this is the second song off of this record. So I'm putting it into perspective of like, you know, you obviously listen to the second record and then you hear the opening track and the ending track have those like weird vocal fills. And then you get the second or the third record and you have that follow up into this album. And I just feel like as a fan of Korn, that would be sick to hear. I'm just imagining myself as a Korn fan in the 90s. Like, that would be so sick to hear. Also, I know that Korn is like, y'all were 50-50 for this poll, okay? There were some of y'all that were so pumped about Korn and were like, yes, absolutely, they were the ones that got me into metal or were a pioneer for metal. And then there were some of you that were like, ugh, gross, Korn, puke face. Very interesting to see how passionate people are about their favorite artists. I'm the same way about some of my favorite artists. And yeah, it's very interesting to just see that and see how, you know, people are so different in their opinions and who they like. And I asked my bandmates about Korn, okay, before I did this video, before I even filmed the first time. And my guitarist said that Korn pioneered new metal in the 90s, and that there were a lot of people that really didn't like Korn when they first came out because of that. And then there were a lot of people that were like, oh my god, Yahoo, love that sound. So I'm indifferent to it, you know, I'm just here blind reacting, okay? But I really like what I've heard so far, okay? I really liked these three albums. I really liked these three songs, production wise and percussion wise, especially in Freak on a Leash. The percussion the bounciness of it is something that I really liked, and it's gonna be a weird comparison, but that bouncy percussion they have reminds me so much of the beginning percussion stuff in Don't Ya by the Pussycat Dolls. Very weird comparison, I know, but just listen to how bouncy that sort of is. And it kind of has the same sort of bounce and the same tone. I really, really like it. And that's a good thing, because that song is a bop and a half, especially when you're working your ass, girl. When you're working those glutes in the gym. And I really like this. I really like this song. So, Freak on a Leash. Let's see. We can look at the lyrics. I know that Kill You was about his stepmom. Yeah, and this music video for Freak on a Leash won an MTV Music Award. See, I'm just a little, that's just a little before my generation. I was born in 96, y'all. I wish I was born. I mean, I'm grateful for the year that I was born. I'm grateful to be here. But sometimes I wish that I could have been like a teenager, or at least experienced my early 20s in the 90s. My mama was born in the 60s, and I'm telling you, she grew up during the best era. Best era. Oh. So, yeah, this was him. This was about Jonathan complaining about the music industry that abuses him, leaving him feeling like a freak touring corporate America, making all the money while it's taking a part of me. It features animated segments reminiscent of Follow the Leader cover. I really like that they also featured the Follow the Leader cover in the music video. Won Best Editing and MTV Music Awards 1999, and won a Grammy for Best Short Form Music Video in 2000. That's really, really cool. Super cool. My other question is, this was the era right before Slipknot. So Slipknot released their self-titled record as a band as a whole in 1999. So this record, Follow the Leader, came out just a year prior. So what's that timeline like? Would you say that Slipknot got a lot of its inspiration from Korn, or was it kind of the same sort of band? Because I feel like, especially in Life is Peachy, like the stuff that they were doing in Twist and Kill You, it sounded very much like Iowa, that kind of like new metal sound. So was Korn like an inspiration for Slipknot? I'm just trying to understand. So I have two other songs that I have not listened to, okay? I wanted to feature those three because I really like them, one, and I think that they are the best ones. So I have two ones that I have not listened to, and these are off of Issues, which is their fourth record in 1999. Damn, they cranked out a whole ass record. So they did 16 songs. 16 songs in 1999 and Follow the Leader. That's really quick. 14 songs in 98 and 16 songs in 99. That's a really quick album turnaround. Like, they must have been writing like crazy, dude. Oh my. Ooh. You have to tell me what the tour situation was like during that time, because that is a lot of songs. That's like a full 2 hour, 22, 24 song set. okay? Plus they had the first record in 94. Ooh, please tell me they did a double tour for both those records. That would have been sick. Okay, enough talking. We're gonna get into is the second song, Falling Away From Me, and then we'll do Let's Get This Party Started because that's later in the album. What I am really interested about is I grabbed this music video just so I could start editing it as soon as I'm done filming, but I noticed that in the beginning they have the same cartoon. They take it off literally right where Freak on a Leash ends, which is that cartoon guy holding the bullet. So you guys have to tell me what the sitch is. There are a lot of connections between these albums, and I'm so here for it, okay? That is like my favorite thing in the world is when artists do that with their content. Just, it makes me excited. So, okay, enough talking. Falling Away From Me. Quick question, too. Quick question. Sorry. Quick question. Do they have percussionists like Slipknot does? Because it seems like they have a lot more people in the band in this sort of like band footage that they have. I like his shirt. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, he's turning into like a demon. Lock your damn door, girl. Ooh. It's gonna be better tomorrow. I love that. And I love how like they layered it. Better tomorrow. Ooh. Damn. This is some dark shit, dude. Wow. Ooh, I really like the harmony in that. There's like a scream that's like super, it's not a scream, but it's like a raspy yell that's kind of in there. But these nice like, go away. We're in some like, this is some rough shit. I really like the music. This music video is creeping me. Run away, girl! What was the box supposed to be? Uh-oh. Run away! Was it like a divot box? Uh-oh. Wow. I really liked the final chorus. The baiting me down. And then you had the home. It's a very catchy, like, little melody. Falling away from me lyrics. Very rough upbringing because this video was like dark. Dark is the second track and lead single off of Korn's fourth album, Issues. Song deals with domestic abuse and the effects it has on the mental state of its victims, such as suicidal ideation and anxiety over the situation. Initially premiered on the South Park episode of Korn's Groovy Pirate Ghost Mystery on October 27, 1999. Nice. Got some OG South Park in there. Was released to radio the next day. As the song grew in popularity, it was being uploaded to file-sharing clients under the false name Beating Me Down. Single was a commercial success, peaking on the bubbling under Hot 100 on Christmas Day, number 8 in 1999, as well as number 7 on the mainstream rock charts, January 9th, 2000, and charting in 6 countries overall. Wow, that's pretty impressive for like a metal band. Especially because this album was considered just generic metal. Not my words. That's what Google is saying. That's what Wikipedia is saying, is that it's metal. No like new metal or anything, just metal. So interesting that it was featured in like South Park and stuff. Beating me down into the ground. What's the second chorus? Far away from me. I think that's when he was singing that melody. Second verse represents how they see their present life and what they think their future holds. Their ability to cope and will to live is diminishing, slowly losing who they are and their ability to dream for something better since the abuses been going on for a while. Now they feel the joy of living has fallen away from them. Wow. Yeah, very dark. I feel like John has had a very rough upbringing because Kill You was about his stepmom. And those lyrics are dark. They're dark. And it sounds like his stepmom was a raging bitch. And she was a horrible person. And we don't like her. We don't claim her. I don't even think the Karens claim her. And that's saying something. So, you know. Okay. So falling away from me, we did. So now we have Let's Get This Party Started, which is just a little bit further down. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Drums sound great in this mix. Wow, this chorus. Ugh. Super catchy chorus. So they have to have a percussionist, right? Because this type of drumming, percussion, added percussion seems to be a running theme. You know? I really like it. I really like it. Also, the cover, I think, is a voodoo doll, right? With its heart ripped out. Super cool. Very cool album cover. Okay, let's continue. Ooh. Hand vocals. Oh, I'm ready for the drums. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to dance. Wow. Then just ends so fast. I really liked the pan vocals. He had a good yell on this side. Kind of a deeper, lower tone on this side. Alright. I'm super intrigued. I'm very interested to know more about Korn. There's stuff that they're doing that I'm liking. I'm liking what they're putting down. I can see why some people would think that they were corny, because they're definitely pumping out the mainstream stuff, just like Slipknot. And that's not a bad thing. You know, there's a big difference so far that I've noticed with, like, you know, older metal. This I would even consider is like pioneer sort of new metal, and Slipknot is the same. They don't make bands like they used to. I think we can definitely try. I think that we just are hitting a new generation of amazing bands. So it's definitely interesting to see. I think there's some really great metal bands that are coming out right now. Lorna Shore is one of them. Slaughter to Prevail is another. And it's interesting to see how, you know, metal has progressed. And I'm still a baby metalhead newbie, so correct me if I'm wrong. But I can see how people would be upset with Korn, and I can see how people would think this is the shit. I think that they're pumping out some stuff that's pretty good. It's pretty good. And, you know, for mainstream metal to win a Grammy, to win an MTV award, to be on the Billboard charts, to be able to sell major records like that is a huge accomplishment for just the metal industry as a whole. Because there's a lot of bands that do freaky shit that will never have that opportunity just because they're not catering to the mainstream sound. They're not catering to the squares that are in the music industry that decide what's popular and what's not for the radio. So we're here to find obscure. We're here to find bands that aren't always the most popular and aren't always winning Grammy Awards and being played on the radio, you know, but also we are, you know, I'm open to everything. I think that this is a really great band to have on the channel. I'm super interested to learn more about them and listen to more of their stuff. So if you do want to see more Korn on this channel, maybe a full album reaction of their self-titled record, or maybe a deeper dive into something else, let me know. I can do another kind of little short video or something like that from Korn. I know that they just released a new record. I think it's called Requiem. Let me check real quick. So they released something, The Nothing, in 2019. Yeah, so Requiem. So what did y'all think about Requiem from this year? They just released it. It's only 9 songs, February 4th. What did you think about it? Is it trash? Is it good? Did it meet your expectations? I know one of y'all commented and said that Korn's discography has changed a ton over the years. So I'm very curious to know what the change was. We listened to a lot of their beginning songs. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you want. I always read y'all's comments. Try to respond to everybody, but sometimes it is hard. But I appreciate you being here and experiencing Korn with me. I want to know more, so let me know in the comments. Like this video, share with a friend, subscribe if you want to so you don't miss a video. And yeah, we listen to Korn, y'all. We listen to Korn. And I'm just happy that this video was completed. I really wish the first one had come out like perfect, because that was like the best time. Ugh. So, you know, I apologize for that, but we got some new songs in and I'm very excited. So without further ado, I'm going to leave you for now, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are and whenever you are watching this. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.